Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. I'm with man like Don Robbie from AFTV. Robbie, how's it going, man? Everything good?
Man, what's that going on in the background? You got like a disco going on in the background there. So.
Yeah, we got a little disco,
See
man.
them lights changing and
come on, man. That's Amarin's party over there, man. We're just having fun over there, man.
It started already.
yeah. Have you recovered, by the way? I've just about recovered from the chilling, man. I can't lie to you, bro. Just about recovered, you know? From the chilling,
yeah,
man.
No, it was terrible, man. Terrible. You're all right, terrible. Because I got the worst of it.
Yeah. You know what you did, actually? You did, to be fair. You kind of dipped it in.
Be the host.
But how you feeling, man? We're probably playing you at the worst time, if I'm being truly honest with you, yeah? It ain't easy. I can't lie. Right now, you lot are playing good football, and you lot are starting to cook a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. You lot are starting to play your football. What are we saying?
I guess you could say the same in a way for you guys, isn't it? Because we're probably playing you at the wrong time as well. Because, new manager bounce, got a new manager in. I know it's still early, but you still see some little signs. But you're right, we're playing well at the moment. The last 3 games, since we come back from the international break, and even the game just before that when we played Chelsea, I think the Martin Odegaard factor has been the difference. It's completely changed everything about Arsenal and just all round the team. At the back, the defending's been a lot better. The set pieces that we were brilliant at last year, that's coming back as well. With Gabriel, played Nottingham Forest. They hadn't lost a game away from home. And we beat them 3-0, really impressive. Then followed it up going away to take on Sporting in the Champions League. They were second in the Champions League group. They hadn't lost at home in March, hadn't lost any Champions League games, they hadn't lost any league games, and we beat them 5-1. And then go straight after that, a West Ham team that have gone away and beaten Newcastle 2-0 at St James Park. We're 4-0 up in the first half and end up beating them 5-2. So it's been impressive the last few games. Really impressive.
You know what it is? It just shows you Odegaard, isn't it? Like, he's a big game. He's a big player, man. And ultimately, anyone loses a player like that, man. You see it with Rodri and Man City. You lose that sort of player. You lose that spot. I think Liverpool, if they lose Gravenberch in that midfield, I think they lose a lot in that midfield, what he gives them. Like, talk to me. Odegaard, man, he's a special player. He's someone that I would love to have in my United team. I don't think anybody can doubt his quality, but it's just, for me, brilliant, innit? Like, Odegaard, the quality that he has and what you've been missing, man. Because Trossard can't do that flick over the top to Saka. He can't.
Until he came back, teams were doubling up, trebling up on Saka. All of a sudden, that's become a problem for teams because you got also double up on Odegaard as well. And there's only so many players you can send to deploy to, that frees up spaces for other players. So he's changed the dynamic of the team, both offensively and defensively, because also he's the guy that leads the press. He's so good off the ball. He's everywhere, And that sort of infectious way in which he plays inspires all the rest of the team. And that's why he's a captain. And now that he's back, we're looking at a completely different team.
I don't know if you've left it a little bit too late with the way Liverpool are playing at the minute, man. Like,
maybe. But even, I think had he been playing when we played them, and, we had a lot of injuries when we played Liverpool. Listen, they've had injuries as well, to be fair to them. But we kind of had some key players out. And, I think we're as good as Liverpool, if not better. Well, not better at the moment because they're top of the league.
I was going to say, hold on, slow down, wait a minute.
So it's actually, they're the best team in the league, Liverpool. They're the best team in the league.
They're best in Europe, though, Robbie. They're best in Europe, man. Forget league.
At this moment, they are, yeah. But if we can get our act together, we're up there as well. So, hopefully
it's easier said than done, though. You have to build consistency, Robbie. You have to build consistency.
Exactly.
And you have to, and also it's about like in-game management, tactics. Like, I can't lie. When you look at it right now, do you believe that Arne Slot is an inferior or better tactician than Arteta? Be honest. Do you think he's a better tactician than Arteta?
I don't. I think, I think he's having a great season. The season's not over yet. Let's see. Let's wait and see. I think he's done brilliantly. I think he's inherited a great side. Remember, Liverpool were challenging for the league last season.
Yeah.
At one stage, running until the end of the season, they were considered the favourites,
Yeah.
right? So it's not like when Arteta took over a team like Mustafi and all these type of people, like, he took over a terrible team that finished 8th. He's taken over a good team. That's not to say he's not done brilliantly. He's done absolutely brilliantly, and a lot of brilliantly for Feyenoord before he came. So it's not like, you're not like that
He's
other
a
Dutch
novice.
guy.
Yeah. Ted Heisenberg. Yeah. Ted
Turned up with a
Heisenberg.
great reputation, but didn't really deliver. He's delivering at the moment. So you have to big him up. But I do think that Arteta's a great tactician. You've only got to look at some of the way that which Arsenal play. You've only got to look at set pieces and stuff like that to realise that, we're a very, very good side. We've just, the margins for error are very small within the Premier League. We've had injuries to key players, had 3 games when we were down to 10 men. We've actually only lost 2 games this season. I think a lot of people forget that about Arsenal. We've lost 2 games. What we got to do is we got to keep the pressure on. And we have to beat United. And it's not going to be easy because obviously I've seen your new managers come in. You can see differences already. You can see that certain players are playing better. I mean, Rashford scoring goals, Xerxes, these guys who were a bit existent under Ten Hag. So he's already made some improvements. But I think this is a big test for him as well. You're coming up against a very good Arsenal team at the moment that are playing well, that feel very confident about themselves, that are scoring goals. It's not the Tapa Pulis thing you said now. Scoring goals. 13 goals in the last 3 games.
You guys at home have lost points, towards the crunch end of the season. I remember Aston Villa, there's a couple of games where you kind of you look like you're going to win the game and then boom. So there is that feeling that, don't be slacking. Don't take United for no mugs, I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans. No, not you particularly, but I was going through, Islington. I went through Finsbury. You lot, you better watch out, on Wednesday. And I was like, bro, I'm going to come back to London, I know London back of my hand now. I'm not some little kid, in Moss Side, I can come down to London and see you guys again. So you lot, I swear down, stay humble, eh? Haaland has told you lot to stay humble. It's a lesson for everyone in life.
And look what happened to him. So ever since he said that, he's falling off a cliff, right?
That's what I'm saying.
You better mind how you're coming with all them chests because you might not be able to come back to London. Wagging your fingers and all that. Right. Listen, I am not in any way disrespecting or underestimating Man United. Right? You've got players of real quality throughout that team. Even last year, which you failed to mention that game. You spoke about to mention the last game we did beat you, but that was a close game. Remember,
close game.
You had the disallowed. You had that goal, the disallowed goal.
That should have been a goal, by the way. Should have been a goal. And we should have had a penalty as well. And we should have had a penalty as well. And he should have had a penalty as well. Gabriel absolutely manhandled Højlund in the box. Bro, Højlund, he got manhandled in the box.
Højlund, get up, man. Højlund's a big guy, man.
Are you crazy?
He was a big guy that Gabriel took into the favelas. You know what I mean? Right? But what I'm saying is, I underestimate Manchester United. Amarin as well has come to the Emirates before and he got a big result when he was at Sporting.
Yeah.
So I think we'd be really stupid if we underestimate United. I think when you say catching at the wrong, it's all for us. Because I would have much rather be playing United under Ten Hag. And even that, as I said, even that game last year was a very close game. You had that offside that was not given. And then, I think 3-1 wasn't a true reflection of the game. I think we deserved to win, but maybe 3-1 made it seem like it was an easy win. I think this week, Wednesday's going to be a tough game as well. But I do think we'll win because we're playing really well at the moment. And the confidence is, and we're at home. You know what I mean? And when you're at home, that does give you an advantage. So I think we'll win. I think we'll win the game. But I don't think. Listen, we even playing against teams like Southampton, it gave us a tough game.
No, 100%. 100%. I agree. You know what it is for me? Even when Ten Hag was getting battered left, right, centre, Arsenal didn't really batter Ten Hag. They got the win last year. I think was it 1-0. I think you won last year.
Yeah.
Old Trafford. The year before that, it was 3-1, or was it something like that? So we haven't had like a situation where United have been battered by Arsenal as such. You know what I mean? The last big loss we've had from you lot, if I'm being really honest with you, was probably 2016 under Van Gaal when Sanchez and them were cooking us at the Emirates. The games are normally quite tight, you know. 2-1.
Normally, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. They're always a tight game. They're always a difficult. You know, in big games, big players turn up. I mean, that's what shocked me about that Liverpool City game. How City just did not turn up at all. I was like, wow. But in these sort of games, you're right. They're always tight affairs. They're games that can turn on things. And I've seen too many games this season with Arsenal where the games have turned on moments. Whether it's us going down to 10 men in 3 different games, you've got to be on it for the full 90 minutes. If Arsenal like that, like what they were against West Ham, Newcastle. Sorry, not Newcastle. Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
You know, if we play like that, and against Chelsea, I thought that was a much better performance when we went away to Chelsea. I'm confident we can get the 3 points. You know what I mean? We haven't lost at home this season in the league. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident we can get the 3. I think United still early in their development. And what I think is going to be really interesting to me is see if he does play that sort of 3 at the back, man for man marking system, because that's what Sporting did, and they got absolutely destroyed. So I'm interested to see actually over a period of time, even beyond our game, if that system work hammering in the Premier League. It's a very brave system to play.
That's the worry, because when I was watching Bodo Glimt, I was like, you know what? We leave them spaces for Saka and them, man. They'll destroy us in it. And that's something that we have to learn. But I'm not saying I want to see it and get tumped, but I do want to see us struggle and understand that, you know what? This is a test. 3 games into Amarin's reign. Now, how can he handle pressure as well? Like, you know, going to a game like that. How does he handle adversity? You can't just have it manage a bounce and then next thing you know, you fall off a cliff. I'd rather struggle a little bit, then go up, and then that's similar to Arteta in a sense of, you know, you guys were struggling, and then by the end of it, you're a better team for it. Like, I know that, but the biggest thing for me, Robbie, tomorrow on Wednesday is that we compete. We compete for that game. I don't want it to be one-sided. I don't want to be having 30% possession and then you lot win 3-0 or whatever. I want us to compete. If we can compete, stay in the game, you lot are your phase 5, as Bav says nowadays. You lot are in a higher, you know, right now you're challenging for the league. We're still trying to get into top 4. So let's see, man. Let's see if the gap is big. Maybe the gap ain't big on Wednesday. Who knows? Maybe
who knows?
Surprise you.
We'll find out.
Who knows?
Maybe the gap is big.
Hey,
I don't know. Maybe it's not big. Maybe it is big. We'll have to wait and see, innit? You know what I mean?
We'll have to wait and see.
I work off of this premise. Yeah? If Arsenal turn up the best of our ability, we win that game.
Easy.
We win that game.
Yeah.
So I just want to see the best version of Arsenal turn up. I feel at this moment in time, we are a better team than Manchester United.
Yeah.
I think it's very fair to say that, right?
Yeah.
So if the best version of Arsenal turns up, we're supposed to win that game.
No trophies.
It's brilliant. This for me still is one of the great games of English football. You know, funny enough, in the studio this morning, we had a interview with Enquiries. You know what I mean? And we were talking a lot about, in the past, you know, the United Arsenal games and the famous Battle of Old Trafford and the Roy Keane and Vieira in the tunnel and all these sort of things. And so we all remember those great games in the past. And then, listen, both of us have both fallen off over the years. But I kind of like to see those times come back. You know what I mean? With us winning.
Let's see, man.
I remember those days fondly, man. Like those games.
I know.
Just like, they stopped.
We've fallen off. We've fallen off both our clubs.
We've fallen off. Stopped everything.
Yeah, you lot 20 years without a league title. Ours is getting to 20 years. We're on 11 already. So we both have fallen off massively. We're both still.
Who could have predicted that like?
I know.
20 years and 11 years. Arsenal and Man United, no title.
I know.
Just sharing it around at one time.
I know.
It's football.
It's mad. But listen, Robbie, I'm going to go with 2-2. Give me your prediction.
I'm going to go 3-1 again, the same as last year. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I just think that we'll get off to, I'm hoping we get off to a fast start like we've done in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
And I think we've got some goals in us now. You know what I mean? The confidence is up with us.
Yeah.
We just got to start faster. I think we can't give United any comment. You always seem to score against us. Rashford always scores against us.
I know. Yeah.
Always.
Rashford. I know.
Flex was telling me earlier he's got a new girlfriend or something. So there's
apparently he's got a snowbody now. He's got a new snowbody in that. You know what I mean? Shout out to snowbody. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But yeah, you know snowbody. Yeah.
All right,
listen, people.
Right. Listen, right. You know what I mean? Hopefully she keeps him up all night.
That's it.
They have a keeps all
well,
night
you can
and have
keep
an
him up all
argument.
night and then still do the business. You know what I mean? You never know.
No,
you know, you can do two things. That's what the best guys do.
You know, or they have a big argument before the game. You know.
Yeah.
And make up after.
There you go, people. Guys. Make sure you get your comments in below. Check it, Robbie out, AFTV. You know where they can find him. Also, check out the chicken wing video we did, me and Robbie. It's out now, people, on AFTV. So check that one out as well. Robbie, I'll see you. I'll text you after the game, man. Text you after the game.
Yeah, you do that.
There you go, people. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.